What's up, people? Okay, so this video is talking about why astrology is actually about terrain and it's not about your outcomes. And I think it's very, very, very common. People think that, and I'm talking about Vedic astrology, by the way, that people think, if I study my chart, I'll know when I'm gonna get married, how much money I'll make, what I'm gonna do in my profession, where I'll have success, outcome. What do I get? Right? That's what everybody wants to know. And then if they're in a problem, what do I do to get out of it? Give me the remedy. What's the remedy? And it's not about that. You know, in my family, and many Indian families, they'll have somebody that's generally into astrology that will read the charts and that'll tell them that, advise basically based on what's going on in the chart, the remedies that they should do, the certain time that they should do something, when it might be, when this will work and when that will work. And the remedies that they give you are like, wear this ring, or put rice in the corner of your room, or place something in a certain place, chant this certain thing. While there's no suggestion of behavioral change. And that's a major part of the Vedic philosophy, right? It actually is a lot to do with your karma, your actions. Even when people read charts, they say, this life is hard because of my past life. I had bad karma. Yeah, well, what do you think is going on in this one? It applies here too, buddy. Your actions apply here as well. It's because of the actions of the past. And so the actions of the present can help change things. And then that's where the terrain comes in. The terrain would tell you how you can approach the situation, right? Because all charts are so different. Some people have a chart that's like, like a walk in the park, right? The path is smooth. There's no bumps in your path. You can see clearly where to go. You see maybe others before you. You see the weather is beautiful. There's nature everywhere. Birds are chirping. Seems pretty easy, right? I'm sure we've seen that. That it appears that other people have, simple lives. And that's a terrain, right? It's maybe easier to navigate that terrain. But there's also charts, obviously there's so many, where the terrain is very difficult. Or maybe your terrain is a cliff, right? And this is, again, I'm using a metaphor here. But your path maybe is bumpy. It's maybe narrow. Maybe it's very up and down. And so once you are aware that this is your path, then you might be able to understand how to navigate, right? Because you want your actions to be guided. Hey, what should I do? How should I approach this? Instead of just wear a ring and then go on doing the same behavioral mistakes maybe that you're making in life. The same, bad karma that's maybe being created. Right? If you have a bumpy path, then maybe you have to walk slowly. Maybe you have to walk more carefully. Maybe you have to pay more attention. Maybe you have to act with more discipline. All right? Maybe the path that you're on and the other people that you're on it with, maybe it's a little tougher and you have to be a little kinder. Look at it that way. How does this chart inform me on what to do and how to behave? Right? So that I can take advantage of the terrain that I'm in. And that's the way I see Vedic astrology. I got into it earlier this year because I needed some guidance. A lot of people end up looking into this when they need guidance. And what I saw was a reflection that was very accurate. It was very accurate in terms of what I went through and how I experienced life through my mind. And then if you are spiritually inclined and you're looking for deeper answers, you might ask, well, what is it trying to teach me? What is it that I'm doing wrong, or what? And I used a lot of videos, I used a lot of my books, and I use AI also. It helped me understand placements. But this is what I actually believe it's about. It's about understanding what's the right actions to take, maybe what's the right areas that your energy might flow better, and understanding your terrain, ultimately, and understanding yourself. So hopefully that helped. Peace.